Hi there, it's Adam here from Leisure Outlet. I've got Phil Haynes here with me from Outdoor Revolution. He's here to give me some advice and some tips for you guys on how to set up their awnings. So Phil, what makes your awnings different to the rest?
I think the one thing that sets us aside from everybody else is Outdoor Revolution is part of the Blue Diamond Group. We've been going for 30 years. We've got a lot of heritage, a lot of history within the caravan industry. We understand consumer needs, we also understand about design. Consumers are looking for something a bit different. We always put a lot of emphasis into the design of the products, the way that they look, the feel, the fabrics we use, the technologies we use. We're the only manufacturer to have a lifetime guarantee against any manufacturing faults on the air system. Nobody else in the industry will do that. So what we will do is we will put everything that we can into the quality of the product, the design of the product, to give the consumer what they actually need. Just a couple of bits of advice when choosing an awning for your caravan. One of the most important things you need to do is understand that porch awnings, it isn't the full awning measurement you need. What it is, it's the measurement of the straight of the awning channel. So if you measure the straight of your awning channel, that is your maximum width of awning. So if your awning channel measures 2.8 or 3 or 4 or 5 meters, that is the width of awning that your caravan can accommodate. The height of caravan, all of Outdoor Revolution awnings fit from 2.35 to 2.5 meters. So measure the height to your awning channel, and if it's 2.35 to 2.5, and the width of your awning straight, that is the size of awning you need. As I said, all of Outdoor Revolutions are flexible and will fit from 2.35 to 2.5. It's the awning straight you need to measure correctly. So we've established you've got the right height, you've got the right width. What you then need to establish is gaps where you've got windows and doors. Now the one thing I would say is the most important thing is to make sure that you've got access to and from the caravan so the door can open freely and secure back. Windows does concern some people, but what I would say is Outdoor Revolution always put a lot of soft padding on the back of the awning, so if it does go across a window, it won't damage the window, it will just lay against it. The only thing that you couldn't do is open that window from the inside, but generally caravan have more than one windows, so if the awning does go across the window, it doesn't matter at all. So what we've got on Outdoor Revolution awnings is we've got a variety of different fabrics. This is the 600 HD. We also do an 800 HD, which is in the Pro series, and a 250 HD as well. The difference is in not only the feel, the thickness, the denier, but also of the strength. What we've got here, and I'll just show you an example, this is the 200 HD double ripstop, the DRS. What I've done here is I've just put a couple of slashes in this with a knife. The idea behind this is it's very lightweight fabric, but what we've got in this fabric, as with all of them, we've got the optimum strength to weight ratio. The idea behind this is if I pull that and actually give it some real force, that is incredibly strong, but not in just one direction, because what you've got is you've got two stitches going across the weft and the weave, so whichever direction it will only rip as far as the next little square is concerned, and that putting real pressure just demonstrates how strong this fabric is. So yes, it's lightweight, which is exactly what you want. You want lightweight, but you want exceptionally strong. The 600 HD and the 800 HD is a three-dimensional weave, so what you've actually got is you've got a really deep pile, so you've still got a lightweight fabric, but it feels like traditional fabric, but it performs as it would on any other lightweight awning, just with that traditional feel. We get asked a lot about condensation and will awnings or will tents get condensation. The likelihood is every awning or every tent at some stage will get an element of condensation. Condensation is a natural occurrence. What happens when the warm air meets a cool surface is water droplets form. Now if you've got either dogs or people sleeping inside an awning or inside a tent, they will breathe water vapour. The average human breathes about a pint of water vapour every single day, so there is vapours in the awning. What we at Outdoor Revolution try to do is minimise condensation and help to combat condensation by two things. First of all, we have ventilation panels on the doors. We use Phoenix mesh. Now Phoenix mesh is a mesh that will heal with assistance. So if you get a snag in the mesh, all you need to do is manipulate the mesh with your fingers and it will heal itself. It is very hard wearing. The other thing we do is we have what's called conical vents, so you can see this cone shape here. That will increase airflow inside the awning and minimise condensation. Never get rid of it fully, but you will minimise it. We get asked an awful lot, how waterproof is the tent, or how waterproof is the awning? Truth of the matter is, it's not waterproof, it's water repellent. The fabric is waterproof. Generally we have between a 3,000 and a 6,000 hydrostatic head. But an awning has stitches. An awning also has zips, and it has parts and places that water can ingress. What we have done is we've tried to combat these different weaknesses within a structure of an awning by doing two things. First of all, we'll talk about zips. Where we've got a zip, we've always got a storm guard, so the rain can't penetrate the zip. The other thing as well is we're aware that the wind can blow the rain in. If the wind blows the rain in, what we have is we've also got a rain channel, so if the wind blows the rain in, it will just simply go down the rain channel and it will go into the ground. So that is one part. The second part that we are very conscious of is this awning is made of pieces of fabric that are stitched together. We always use twin needle stitching on critical parts. That gives it extra strength. Because the needle has penetrated the fabric, again, this can allow water in. What we've done at Outdoor Revolution is we use 2.5 centimetre taping behind the stitches inside to make sure that the water cannot ingress. What we always do, and this is different to most other manufacturers, we always make sure that we put as much acrylic glass in as possible. The acrylic glass is the most expensive fabric on the awning, and what a lot of people do is a lot of people actually put as little in as possible, or they split it with bands of material just to cut down on costs. What we actually do is we promote the outside world. We want you to see the outside world, and by doing what we do with the windows and putting large expansive windows in, we make sure that you don't really see the awning. Truth of the matter is, you don't want to buy an awning. What you want to buy is livable, usable space. This is a conservatory for the side of your caravan. When you're actually sat inside the conservatory, all you want to see is the outside world. When you do want a bit of privacy, every single window has got either a zip-in or a clip-in privacy blind. So you haven't got to mess around with curtains. All you need to do is zip the blind in and you've got complete privacy. The other interesting thing about Outdoor Revolution awnings is that we always put a light coloured roof in for two reasons. First of all, it allows a lot of light in, which makes the awning feel more spacious. But secondly, and really importantly, is the light colour fabric reflects the heat, so it makes it cooler inside. Dark fabric will absorb the heat and make it very uncomfortable in the summer months. On the premium product, we always use tinted windows. So you'll see here that it's a nice dark tint. Idea behind that is to give a contemporary feel. It matches with a lot of the modern caravans, which again have tinted windows, but also because we have such large windows, it cuts the glare from the sun, so it just gives you a bit more comfort inside. So that's the awning put up. Time for a cup of tea. Takes about 15 minutes from start to finish, including pegging, guying and using the storm straps. Easy.